What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, I know a lot of you are probably wondering when we're going to get back into the Sonoma project. And trust me guys, I want to get back into that project just as bad as some of you probably want to see me get back into working on that project. But for right now, we're going to have to put that on hold and fix the girlfriend's Acadia. Because as you guys see by the title and the thumbnail, it needs a new drive axle. So that's priority right now. So we're gonna get it taken care of today, and then we can get back on our project. But just so you guys can see, I still got the cardboard laid out across the garage floor so that all my S10 parts, or my Sonoma parts I mean, can be laid back out across here. That way we can prep them for paint. But like I said, we gotta put that on hold and go out here and mess around with the girlfriend's Acadia. The Cam Acadia, that is. It's a pretty cool catchy name for her ride, considering her name is Cammy. And it's an Acadia. So I'm gonna get my tools out there and let's get this project going. Alrighty guys, so as you just seen, we got the Acadia jacked up and the wheel taken off. So now we're gonna go ahead and start removing this nut here, and then we'll have to remove the tie rod, I believe, over here. We just have to pop that out so we can swing this hub out. That way it'll give enough room for this axle to slide out of the hub. But we're probably also going to have to pop the speed sensor wire off of this little clip right here, and maybe even up there. That way it gives enough room for all of this to hang free once we get it loosened. You guys will see what I mean in a minute. Now before we get started on that, I just gotta say, it is a beautiful day here in Kansas. It's so nice. I started sweating. I had to go in and change into my shorts because it's 80 degrees here today, and no wind hardly, which is really rare for Kansas, but I'm loving it. And we're gonna keep rocking at it. Hopefully we can get the Acadia done and maybe even do a little bit of work on this Sonoma right here today. Or maybe we'll just take the SS out for a little cruise. That'd be cool. For those of you that do know, I put the muffler back on the truck, and when it was off the truck it sounded really mean. It was loud. Thinking about taking the muffler back off in this video so we can have a little bit of fun. But with that being said guys, we better get back on this Acadia work. I forgot to mention also, we have to take these two bolts loose off of the strut. That way it can pop out this way as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this tie rod off. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I think because of the way most cars are built nowadays that this is probably all metric, but I don't have any metric sockets or wrenches big enough for this. But this 13/16 fits on this bolt on the bottom of the tie rod really well, like it's meant to be. So maybe it is standard. So we're going to take this 13/16 and we're going to get this tie rod off of here. Dang, it's on there pretty tight. Let's build up some more pressure. Well guys, I had to take a break for just a minute because I went to let the air compressor build up with more pressure, and I realized that it's got a little bit of water in the bottom of it. So let's try to get this off the drain plug down at the bottom here, and I just can't get it off. I don't own a pair of vice grips for it, so I just can't drain it right now, which really sucks because that means now we're not going to be able to use our air gun, and we're going to have to use regular ratchet, which won't be too bad, but it's just going to take a little bit longer. It is what it is. I even have a breaker bar with the correct size socket, and I still can't get it off of there. Alright guys, we're going to take a break from the Acadia for a minute, get the muffler back off the truck, let them bald eagles scream, because it just sounds so much better that way anyway. And just like that, we got ourselves a muffler delete. For those of you that haven't seen the video of the exhaust on this truck, it does have some glass packs up underneath about where the passenger sits. So it's not gonna be crazy loud, but it will sound pretty good. So how about a cold start? In 3, 2, 1. It's time to quit playing around. We got to get back to work. All right, switching over to our ratchet. Oh my goodness. Wait a second. That thing is really on there. Can't even get the socket back off. Oh no, guys, it's stuck. See, it wiggles a little bit when I got the ratchet on there, but it doesn't want to come off. Alright, I'll get back with you guys when I get this thing off of here. We got the nut off. Now we just got to get the nut out of the socket, which should be fairly easy. Just take our flathead right there. Take our hammer. Oop. Ah, finally. That thing's even all really greasy. Wonder what was so tough about it. Now we want to take our hammer and just smack the side of this knuckle right here. And it should just pop that right up out of there. Oh, now we can remove these two nuts, pull them bolts out and let it swing out off of that strut. We'll have to get this nut off of this axle first, which sucks. We really need that air compressor for that. That's going to be a nightmare to do without. Maybe I can get it with my breaker bar, but if not, we're going to have to try to figure out how to drain that air compressor. Take our 15/16, start breaking these loose. Uh-oh, now that we took that off, we might want to put that back on there so it doesn't turn on us like that freely while we're breaking these loose. Ah! Oh, dang. We're gonna need a little cheater on this. Hopefully this is big enough. I'm gonna have to go find a pipe. Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh, those are really on there. I found me a nice long pipe to use for a cheater bar, and it works really well. It's actually making the job easy. Now we'll have this done in no time, I hope. We still have to fight that nut. Hopefully we can get that one off with this cheater pipe too. All right. Now, let's grab our hammer and wait a minute. Before we smack those out, remember what I said about this little clip right here? You got to get that speed sensor wire out of that clip. So I'm going to try to, there we go. I'm going to take my flathead here. Try to use my flathead here and see if I can get that clip open. There we go. I just pull that out of there. But before we smack these bolts out, we better get this nut off right here. So take our big 33 millimeter axle nut. Now we want to get our breaker bar. Hopefully this will work. Holy cow. That can't be good. You guys see how easy that was to turn? Wow. That's pretty scary. That wasn't very tight at all. Wow, I could probably just use the ratchet on that. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I replaced the other one on the driver's side last year. I'm thinking about pulling the wheel off. Well, I guess I won't have to pull the whole wheel off. I can just pull the center cap off and check it. That scares me a lot because we take this thing on road trips and everything. This is our family vehicle. Plus it's my girlfriend's daily. So I'm definitely going to be checking the other side after we're done with this. We're going to throw that out with the axle because the new axle comes with a new nut. Just to keep this wire from getting a lot of tension on it, I am going to try to pop it right out of here. And then I'm going to go get me a block of wood to sit right here to try to set this rotor on. Take some of the weight off of them lines. Yeah, Set that right there like that, and when we pull this off and swing it out of the way, you should be able to just rest on this block, similar to when I painted the calipers on the SS. If you guys haven't watched that video, click up here in the corner, go check it out. Now we're going to smack these bolts out, and it should be free. And you see how these bolts come to a tip where there's no threads? That means that you're okay to go ahead and smack them with the hammer. Ah, there we go, there's one. That one's a little tricky to get to. Ah, there's our second one. Okay. Slide this over a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to smack that axle right here to drive it out of this hub. And you don't have to worry about putting the nut back on it because this axle is going in the trash, but you really got to smack it pretty hard. Whew! And I am beating the tar out of this thing and it ain't moving. That's really the only way to get it out. I don't know. Maybe if I spray some WD up in there and let it sit a little while. Hopefully it gets easier. We'll let that soak in for a little while and then we'll get back at it. Well, alright guys. Finally got it out of there on this side. Now, we just gotta maneuver it to where we can get it out of this hole all the way. See if we can spin this thing more. Man, maybe if we spin it this way. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we just need to take a pry bar. I might have to find one bigger than this. And we're gonna go stick it right in between where this axle meets up with the transmission. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but it's really like right here. And you gotta pry on it really good. It's got a little lock ring in there that you gotta pop loose. So I mean, you gotta pry on it like really good. Maybe if I can hit it with the hammer, it might pop it loose, but we'd be getting lucky if we do that though, probably. Oh, I think it worked, guys. I think we just popped it loose. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think that's a good thing. I mean, maybe we wanted that to happen, but I'm not sure. Let me check. Let's compare it with our new one here. I don't think that's how that was supposed to go. The driver's side wasn't like that, but well, looks like that's what had to happen. Sweet, we're golden. They match up pretty well. Well, all right, guys. Looks like it's time to put our new one in. Man, I'm so glad that this one's made like that because I watched a review on how to do this on YouTube and it was a little bit later model than this one, and that whole piece there came out of the transmission and then transmission fluid went all over the ground. So I was kind of like upset that doing this I was gonna have to put more transmission fluid in, but that totally just saved the day right there. Props to GMC. That is a really smart way to do things. Alright, now it's time to start putting this thing back together. Alrighty guys, so I ended up getting my air compressor drained finally, and I used my impact gun to go ahead and put everything back together. Now we just need to put the tire on, set this thing down on the ground, and take it for a test spin. Alrighty guys, everything's put back together on the Acadia. I'm gonna jump in it, take it for a spin, make sure everything's good, which I think it's probably gonna be. This isn't the first time I've changed an axle on a car like that. So that's probably gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed today's content, be sure to smash that like button. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And just like that, catch you guys in the next one.